Welcome. So in today's video, we are doing the tips and tricks of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G. So guys, actually I've been using the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra for a while right now, and actually the best tip for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra would be an alternative for this hard power key. So actually I use the power key for about 100 or more times a day for everything. Actually I've been using the power key for just looking the time, many missed calls, everything. Just instead of just tapping on the screen, actually I will always accidentally press the power key, and actually I just use the phone for a bit and just keeping it aside. So the best alternative for this would be a soft power key. So actually I will show you how to set it up, and actually I will show how it works. So just you can see a slight icon over here, just tap over here. So you can see some options: screenshots, volume, power off menu, floating icon, menu settings, and screen off. Just tap over here. You are done. Just once again, I will show you a slight icon over here near to that power menu. Just tap over here and then screen off. You are done. So actually, I will show you how to set it up. So go to settings and go to accessibility in the settings, and then you can see interaction and dexterity. Upon here you must turn on the assistant menu, and upon assistant menu you should select the options which are favorite for you. Actually my favorite options are screenshots, volume, power off menu, floating icon, menu settings, and screen off. So that's why I have set it up. You can either set any of these icons to here and there. So you can just, if you don't want the screen off to be here, then it will be here. Then if you want brightness over there, then just tap on here, then screen off over here, and just remove and place which one do you favorite, which one is your favorite or not. And then you can show it as edge icon. See, you can see, and if you turn it off, then it will be arrive as a floating icon over here. Actually I really don't like the floating icon, but you can also set the floating icons size and everything. It's, if you like that, then you can adjust the assistant menu size. Then you can set the transparency. You can see now you can't barely even see what's going on there. So you can set up transparency to high or even low, so you can now barely see. And actually I love on using it as an edge icon. And actually the edge icon by default it will be here, but actually I used main as an alternative for the power key, so I just drag it over here and near to the power menu. So actually I was just tapping over here, then immediately go to screen off. So guys, that's the first tip for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. That means an alternative for the power key. Hope you like it. Then also I have using the screenshots for a time. So actually I have also set the screenshots and all. So then if you really like the what we call the floating icon, then you only need to do is just back the floating icon. Then if you like the edge screen, just press the edge icon. So that's all regarding the first tip for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. And now if you look my screen, you can see it's an immersive full 6.9-inch Quad HD Plus display with LTPO 120Hz display. So the first thing is using the 120Hz. So go to settings and go to display. And upon here you can see motion smoothness. Now it's on adaptive. So that's the 120Hz refresh rate, and it's an LTPO display. That means its refresh rate can switch between 1 Hz to 120Hz. That's a great mechanism for enhancing the battery backup and all. But there's a catch: you can't use the Quad HD display on adaptive, that means 120Hz. So if you want to use the Quad HD, then go to standard and then apply the Quad HD Plus display, and the screen mode would be vivid, would be more natural. That means vivid would be more like a crisp and real colors, and natural will be almost like a pale colors. Actually I would always use the vivid colors. Then guys, this is a screen resolution. So if you set the Quad HD Plus, then will be warning up here that like high refresh rate isn't supported on the WHD Plus. Your screen refresh rate will change. So that's upon you, which one do you like and which is your favorite. Actually I prefer the 120Hz or the Quad HD Plus, because Quad HD Plus and the Full HD Plus are not even noticeable with the eye. So actually I really like the 120Hz display, and it's so smooth, and you can see it's so stunning smooth and all. Everything is so awesome. And guys, this is a 6.9-inch display, and if you go to if you are holding your phones like this, and you can see your hands is just barely on it. You suppose if you have small hands, you worry about how I handle with one-handed use, and then it's absolutely fine guys, because it's a one UI. And actually if you want to use anything, it will be optimized. So suppose if you're in display, and suppose you are placing your phone like this, and your hand is not reachable at the top, that dark and light settings maximum up to here or something, you just drag down. See, now your hands exactly comes to the area which you area. That means this is the display viewing area, and this is interaction area. That's the main advantage of the one UI. That means we can use any 6.9-inch display just with one hand. Actually, I will show other that means if you are in lock screen, just swipe down and immediately the top icon comes here and the viewing area, interaction area. So that's the another thing, just swipe down and everything will becomes to you. Then the next thing would be the navigation bar. You can see actually I have not even a single navigation bar at the bottom. Absolutely freaking 6.9-inch display. So actually you need to go to settings and go to display, and over here you can see the navigation bar, and all you need to go to full screen gestures. I just, if you are by default it will be like the navigation buttons, you can select the full screen gestures, and on full screen gestures it will be appear like this. So you can have a slide bottom bar over here. For the home, just swipe up, and for the reason, swipe up and stop at the middle. And for the back, you can either swipe over here or swipe on the left, so immediately for the back. So actually I don't like that bottom bar. Actually I want the full immersive display. It will just eat off my small area. So actually I just also removing that gesture hints too, so get an absolutely full display. Wow, stunning 6.9-inch display. And then guys, going to the next things. So guys, you can see now the battery icon over there, but you can't see the battery percentage. So if you want to, every time you want to see the battery percentage, then just swipe down and you can see three dots over there. Then click on that, then select the status bar and click show battery percentage. So now immediately the battery percentage will be also shown over here. So that's a nice thing. So if you want that, you can have that too. Then actually I will show some lock screen setup and all. So you can now see some minor one icon over here, one icon over there. Actually if you want those icons to be in another place, that means floating icons, then actually I will show you how to set it up. So all you need to go to settings and go to the lock screen, and upon lock screen you want to select the shortcuts. It's here, shortcuts, and actually you have two options like floating bottom corners or floating button. So the floating button is like if you use your fingerprint, then it is more convenient there for you guys. So actually I would show, first of all I will show the normal ones. Actually I will just tap over here. That's, so if you want to call, just swipe over here, and if you want to this take camera, just swipe over. You can manually adjust which one do you like, or that's upon you. Then just select the floating button. Then what happens is, so no icons will be here, just press and hold on the fingerprint icon, so you can see both comes here. So this is the floating icon. So if you really like, then you can set it up the floating icon over here. So if you want the call or camera like this, immediately goes to camera. So that's a really nice thing. And guys, you may have noticed a ripple effect over here. See, a ripple effect comes. So if you don't like the ripple effect and wants to go immediately, so you all need to go to settings and again take the biometrics and security, and you can select the fingerprints over here and just type the pin. Upon here you can see show animation one when unlocking. Just turn it off. Now it won't show anything. See, immediately no ripple effect, nothing effect, just directly go to the home screen. So if you'd like that, so actually I preferred more like that animations over there. Actually I really like the animation, so actually I really need that one. So if you are not really don't like the animations and want your phone to be faster, then do that. Then the next thing is, actually I already mentioned about the 6.9-inch, and it's easy to handle the settings, the menu settings and everything with the one hand. But if you want to open the notification panel, then how could you do? You can what will you do? So all you need to just swipe, just press and hold over here, then you can see home screen settings, and you can select swipe down for notification panel. By default it will be turned off. Just tap over here. See, now you can just swipe down for notification panel. Now all you need to just swipe down for notification panel and swipe up for apps. So that's very convenient. Instead you want to really adjust you can see your hand will be up to this, then you can use other finger for unlocking, and then you should use like this one. So that's another convenient. Then actually using the amount of apps which you need to in one page, some like mini apps in one page, some like one or two or three apps in one page. So you can customize that to go to home screen settings, and you can see home screen grid. So 4 into 5 is there, 4 into 6 is there. If you take 5 into 6, then you can add many rows and columns to you can see about you can add 3 rows over here, and 5 columns. So it's upon you can set up 5 apps, and if necessary you can set it up 4 into 5. Actually I really like 4 into 5 that because that's more convenient for me, and I really like that one. Also you can select the app screen grid inside the 5 into 6, so you can see the apps, the icons get so small. But actually I really like 4 into 5 by default. Actually I really like those icons. Then if you want not to swipe, instead of swipe by just pressing an icon, if you need to see all apps, then go to home screen settings and you can see apps button. See, apps button will be there, then immediately apps like the old launcher and all. I really hate that. So that's regarding the main settings. Then we have some additional for hiding some specific apps and all. So same thing, just press and hold over here and then go to hide apps, and then you can hide any apps which you like. If you want to hide YouTube, and then press and settings, then just press over here, then press done. Now the YouTube and settings won't appear over here. You can see no YouTube and no settings. And if you want them back, just press and hold over here, go to home screen settings, and then just hide apps, and then untick both of them, and then press done. Then YouTube and settings is appear over there. So guys, then the next thing would be the face widgets. You can see over here, so no musics, no routines, and then time. So how to set it up? So go to settings, and on settings just select the lock screen, and you can see over here face widgets. So you can see this is the ones which are appearing over there. Next alarm, today's schedule, music. You can select which one which is your favorite. If you want to music over there, today's schedule, next alarm, weather and all. So if you don't like that, just untick everything and just reorder in any order which you want. So just press reorder and see. So it's upon you guys, which one do you like and all. So you can also show it on the always on display and all. So it's upon you whether you like or not, and that's all. Then guys, one more thing is there. If you press and hold the power key, if you want to really press and hold the power key, actually I have set it up an alternative in the that means in the starting. Actually I have already told you an alternative for the screen off. If you really need to press this icon, then if you press and hold this icon, then the power menu won't be appearing. But I have now set it to the power menu. So all you need to go to side key settings, and by default it will be on Wake Bixby, and you can set it up press and hold for power off menu. And if you want to double press, that means if you double click on the power menu, then to launch any application, or you need to add any open Bixby or anything, just open app and then press the application which you need. If you want to open settings, on double tap. So actually if I immediately open the settings, see immediately settings appears. So that's a great thing. So it's obviously customizable. So that's the thing. And by default, if you need Bixby, that means on the side key settings, if you are by default Wake Bixby, and then you need to power menu, then just press and hold the lock button along with the volume down, then the power menu will appear. So actually it's a nice alternative in the navigation bar itself. Just swipe down and just press over here, immediately that appears. So that's the best thing. Now guys, let's talk about some edge related features. So we have edge panels over here. So you can see edge panels, you can just swipe it over here. So if by default you have only one panel, so to set it up others, you just press the settings over here. And maybe you don't have any applications, so don't have any edge panels, then you need to go to Galaxy Store and download the edge panels. If you have already pre-installed, then you can select which all do you want. That means you can select and just untick if you don't want, and just reorder in any order which you want. Just press reorder, and you can see can reorder in any order which you want, and then you can go like this one. See, can have many options like this. So that's then another thing would be the edge lightning feature. So it's also in the display settings, display, you can see edge screen, and upon here edge lightning, and just turn on. And actually you can customize it to next level. You can see many effects are there, so you can see the color, you can set to any color in the universe which you like. And then you can advanced options, you can set the transparency, width, duration, and also it's highly customizable. If you compare with the aux noise and all, then it's huge customization is available in the Galaxy Note 20 series. I mean One UI series, One UI every phones, including the old generation settings and devices and all. So that's regarding the edge screen. Then we have to talk about some really quick about the always on display and its related settings really quick. Actually most of you guys already know about such settings, and also actually I won't spend much timing on this. So guys, there are some options called tap to show, show always, show as scheduled. Actually tap to show is just if your screen is locked. See, if your screen is locked, just once single tap, then your time and regarding the always on display will be appeared, and just for 10 seconds. After that it will be gone. But if you always need the clock to be, then tap on show always, then every time as you screen off, always the time will be shown over here. So it's upon you which one do you like, but actually I personally like tap to show. Then you can set the clock style which you wanted, so you can have multiple clock styles over here and set it up the colors and all. So it's upon your personal preference which one do you like, and which is your favorite and all. Actually I do really like almost everything, and yeah, so that's regarding the clock styles and AOD. Then we can see some minor options including, actually let me, sorry, yeah, so let me go to the settings, sorry, to the keyboard, and you can see some options over here. So go to settings, and you can select the smart typing, and by default predictive text sum will be on. You can set it up auto punctuate, auto capitalize, which one do you like, you can either customize them. Apart from that, you can select style and layout. Upon here you can select high contrast keyboard. Actually there are no themes, actually by default high contrast keyboard, then the look and feel of the keyboard will be changed. So you can have many layouts, that means approximately 4. Which one do you like? And the black one, the black 2, then the blue one, then the yellow one, black. Actually I really like the black one more. See, that's more like a nice tool. So you can see a nice contrast over here. So that's regarding the keyboard settings and all. Actually if this video is going to be very much lengthy if I include the S Pen tips, and also actually I would include the S Pen tips in the next video or another video which I am going to take. And some more settings I need to show is secure lockdown options. Go to the lock screen, and upon the lock screen select secure lock settings, and immediately the password will be asked. And upon secure lock screen settings you can see show lockdown option, so turn it on. And I will tell you how the show lockdown option works. So before turning the lockdown option, I will show you how the power menu will be. So now the power menu 3 options are there. So now let me turn off the show lockdown option. Now I press, you have 4 options. Actually the show lockdown mode restrict the use of face recognition and the fingerprint. Only you can unlock the phone only with your pin. So that's more secure. So if you're in a party or wedding night, you may be staying with your friends or family or some neighbors, and also actually if your friends is sometimes gonna prank you or sometimes misuse your phone, so with your fingerprint if you're sleeping and using your face with your face recognition and all, so just do the show lockdown mode during the time. And now you can't use your, see, only enter the pin, no face recognition, no ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, only you can unlock with your phone with the pin. So that's a great feature to have if you are not aware of the situations which you are staying. I really like the feature too. Then going to some more settings actually which is dedicated in the camera and all. So actually I will show you. Go to the camera, and now we have some dedicated options called single take. Actually you maybe know about the single take option, but I will tell just really quick. So single take allows us to take random videos and random photos. That means hyperlapse video, fast forward video, some color filtered photos and all. Then we have the more options over here. Then upon pro video, we have a new feature called Omni. So which we can all do is we can select the audio input. So we can select the Omni front, rear, or even USB or even the Bluetooth headsets, and also that's a really nice thing. And you can enable or default disable these guys too. And by default every other options would be already in this. Then also we have another option called zoom, so we can set it up the zoom level to 10x to all the way up to the normal. So that's also a nice thing. So guys, and I would then the main Galaxy Note 20 series theme is the S Pen. Actually there is a lot to tell about the S Pen, so actually I've been making another video regarding the S Pen features and all. So guys, that's all regarding the tips and tricks of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra part 1. Actually I would say part 1 because the Galaxy S Pen tricks would be that won't be long, but actually I need to make a separate video. So guys, thank you, stay tuned.